Alright, man, what's good with y'all YouTube? It's Vabasar back with another video. Today we got Melly, bro. Some Melly news finally. I seen on my Instagram. Whoa, what the heck was that? What the heck? Alright, we gonna ignore that because I have nothing to do with that, bro. We gonna yeah, forget that. But on Instagram I saw that just threw me off. I saw that Melly has a chance to be released by December 6th because they've been holding him hostage, bro. Like, they have no reason to hold him hostage. So the judge wants an explanation. If they can't provide one, Melly's gonna be free. But let's go ahead and get into it, man. Shout out Cup Boys. He made this video
by December 6th, explaining why Melly shouldn't be immediately released from jail. So this is all pertaining to the lawsuit that Melly's team filed a few weeks ago. Melly hasn't talked to any.
Yeah, I saw that. I remember that.
3 years. He hasn't been able to talk to his lawyers in a.
Like, not talking to your family members in 3 years is crazy. Like, that's driving you insane. And I heard the guards in that video. I reacted to another video about Melly. I'll put it at the end of this one. But I heard the guards, they were told not to talk to Melly at all, not interact with him. So it's like Melly's not even a real person. And he's basically in solitary confinement, bro. It's crazy.
Private room at all. Like, only through one of those, like...
Yeah. That's messed up, too. How you supposed to build your case? And whenever they said that about the lawyer, they had asked him, why do you want to talk to your client so much? What do you mean? Why do I want to talk to my client so much? He's my client. Are you stupid? Like, use your brain, bro.
Green light from a judge. Federal judge green lights the next steps in YNW Melly's lawsuit over jail conditions. The Broward Sheriff's Office must explain why YNW Melly, who has been behind bars in South Florida since 2019,
you got to. 2019 is crazy.
All documents and transcripts necessary for the resolution of this petition. Such records would likely shed more light on the conditions of Melly's detention. For 3 years, Melly has been allowed to make phone calls or have visits with his family, including his mother, Jamie King. According to the filing,
Jamie King, that's her name.
Also told the Herald she's shown up to the jail and has been left waiting for substantial periods of time on several occasions. The circumstances of Melly's detention stem from a 2022 grievance report a fellow inmate filed against the rapper, in which the inmate claimed that Melly was planning an escape by having one of his attorneys.
Bro, I heard this. You know, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, bro. Like, think about it. You really think Melly was gonna try to escape? And his, who was a lawyer, attorneys, you really think they was gonna be in on it? First of all, he's YNW Melly. If he escaped, everybody would know. Literally, everybody would know. He wouldn't be able to go anywhere in the country because everybody knows who he is, bro. Secondly, his attorney, you really think they would do that? Are you dumb? But, like, who made this up? They also tried to say that Melly wanted to kill his mom. They're trying to pin crazy stuff against him, bro. It's stupid.
An absolutely ridiculous accusation.
Exactly.
I mean, no lawyer is going to do that.
And then how do you even escape?
Search of Melly's cell, seizing commissary items in jail should close. Further investigation, the lawsuit says, concluded no wrongdoing. The rapper's attorneys raised the issue to BSO's lawyers, but Melly was still moved into solitary confinement, where he has remained for years.
Yeah, that's tough. Solitary confinement for years. I wouldn't even do 20. I couldn't even do 24 hours, bro, for free. Even if Mr. Beast was paying me to be in a challenge, solitary confinement for a week, I promise you, I can't even do that. For $1 million, I can't do that. That's going to affect you for the rest of your life. Like, it's crazy.
Only allowed out to cell for an hour and had no
it's crazy.
With other inmates. Oh yeah, they were told not.
The Melly documentary on Netflix finna go crazy though.
Other inmates were literally instructed not to talk to him. Jail staff was instructed not to speak with him. Liberty told the Miami Herald that it was due time that BSO is forced to address the unconstitutional conditions, which range from the inhumane isolation he endures to the impermissible interference with his access to defense counsel. These are rights that are supposed to be guaranteed to every citizen. It is unfortunate that Broward County is allowing this gross abuse of power by certain employees to go unchecked. Hopefully this is the beginning of change, not only for Mr. Dimmons, but for all inmates being housed in Broward County jails. So
yeah, that's
not
tough.
Surprising to me after reading the whole DOJ investigation of the
so they do this a lot then.
YSL trial shit. I don't know how these jails are allowed to function and they don't get checked. There's probably like scheduled checks.
Yeah, it seemed like it should be like a worldwide check, bro. Like the government, the president, somebody should check Florida. See what they on, like why they doing this. Y'all not allowed to do this, bro. It's dumb.
Or
like,
someone just walks
background,
quick,
everything.
But they don't really get checked for how they're treating people in jail. He's not found guilty yet.
Yeah, they should. Exactly. He's not even found guilty. Keep that in mind.
Conditions are probably better. Let's be honest. These motherfuckers in prison chilling, right? All right, so here it is.
Yeah, chilling on live, bro.
District of Florida,
playing basketball,
Sheriff Tony
interacting with each other.
Show calls. This is before the court upon petitioner Jamel Demmons.
If you've been injured in a recent car accident,
if you've been injured in a recent car accident, shut up, bro. I'm trying to listen to Melly. A weak ass.
Petition for a
That's
writ
me.
of habeas
That's me.
corpus.
My fault.
Motion for order to show cause why petition should not be released, filed November 15th. This court has reviewed the petition and motion and the pertinent portions of the record. The motion is granted. Within 1 week of the receipt of this order, counsel for the respondent shall enter a notice of appearance in this case. On or before December 6, 2024, the respondent shall file a memorandum of fact and law to show cause why this petition should not be granted, and shall file therewith all documents and transcripts necessary for the resolution of this petition. All documents and transcripts necessary. How are they going to fight this? If he's actually been in solitary confinement and there's record of it and transcripts. So the only thing I can think of is his whole witness tampering situation. They're trying to make sure he doesn't talk to anyone, pretty much. They don't want him tampering witnesses because he's already got charged with witness tampering. Counsel for the respondent.
Oh, for real? I didn't even know that.
The response is the motion to dismiss. Calls for a return.
Dang, I didn't even know that. Witness tampering?
Or reply within 14 days of the date. Within 14 days of the date on which the court dockets the respondent's answer. The reply, if any, shall not exceed 10 pages. So a few updates on the civil
not
side
exceed
of
10 pages.
Melly versus the families of the victims. Plaintiff's notice of service.
They really can't say anything that they haven't said already.
Henry. So they filed one of these, basically just putting in the system on November 15th that they sent a proposal for settlement for everyone that they have sued, and that includes Melly, Cortland, Jameson Francois, which is 100K Management, Travion Glass.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Which is a random.
I remember him. I watched the documentary. Or not the documentary.
Cars, I think. I forgot all these names. But I think that's who that is. Jacoby Mills
the
was
case.
also one of the cars.
It was live on Long Crown.
Was also in one of the cars.
Remember him?
Octavius Withers was in one of the cars. So I don't know why they're suing them. I never really thought about that. They're just people that were in the cars that drove him separately from the car that Melly was in. So they were not really involved, right? Frederick Givens is Fredo Bang, who apparently the state says picked up Melly in the middle of the woods somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, he's a rapper that has money. That's probably why they're doing that. It's an easy target. 100K
Makes
Management,
sense.
which is also Jameson Francois. So that's like the same person. So they're suing the LLC as well. And Jamie King, his mom, and John Doe, an unknown individual. Now, we don't know the amount.
Why they suing his mom, bro? What did she do?
I would imagine it's a lot.
Raise him?
Initially, it was like millions and millions of dollars they wanted. But you always sue high and settle low. The next thing, response to defendant
imagine suing low.
Henry and Jimmy King's emergency motion to vacate special master order. So it's a response to the motion to vacate from Melly's side, which I could not find the document for that, so that's sad. But a motion for rule to show cause for plaintiff's counsel's misrepresentations and omissions to the court. Oh boy. Defendant Jamel Demons is a criminal defendant in case number blah blah blah, where he's been charged with 2 counts of capital homicide arising out of the subject incident that gives rise to plaintiff's respective civil lawsuits that reside with this honorable court. Plaintiff is Leandra Phillips, or Juvie's mother, by the way. Plaintiff maintains this wrongful death lawsuit, which arose out of the homicide. Jamal Demons has been represented by counsel in both cases since the inception of the civil matters, so he's been charged for the murders in the state of Florida. He also has a second pending criminal case. In that case, Demons and co-defendant Cortland Henry have been charged with the following crimes.
Bro, imagine he gets out free because they don't have a reason, and then he gets back in jail because he has another pending case. A pending charge, like all these other charges. That would be insane. What if that actually happens? That would be so messed up. Like, come on, bro.
Tampering with a witness in
a
capital felony, directing the activities of a criminal gang, solicitation to commit tampering, conspiracy to commit tampering, unlawful use of a two-way communication device. Jamal Demons and his co-defendants have engaged in obstruction and delay in the civil matter, which is part of the record, and in the companion case of Edward Holodoc. So they're saying he's obstructing and delaying stuff on purpose from jail in solitary confinement. Demons and his co-defendants have objected to all requests for production based on the Fifth Amendment, despite the clear inapplicability same to third-party records. So I think they're calling them out for objecting to certain things when they do the same thing, like calling them kind of like hypocrites here. Plaintiff has made multiple
That's exactly how they act
to the state of Florida pertaining to the subject matter. Chapter 119 of the Florida statute is the Public Records Law. This law provides that any records made or received by any public agency in the court of its official business are available for inspection unless specifically exempted by the Florida legislator. Plaintiff can request any and all records from Florida agency. Demons is a criminal defendant in the above referenced criminal proceeding, doesn't need a public records request to obtain the records the plaintiff seek. Oh, so it sounds like Melly's team or something.
Something I wonder, you know how they're not allowed to like talk about the case outside of the trial room, the courtroom? I wonder if they actually do, like they get on their phone, look on the internet, see what people saying in the comments, and then use it to build their case or use it like to like fight against, make a counter argument. I wonder if that's the case. Like I'll never know unless they just take their phones, lock them in a room, but I don't know.
The plaintiff getting certain records. Maybe it's just like evidence and stuff. Plaintiff seek because he's
that's like kind of trusting their integrity too much.
Yet defendant Jamal Dimmons refuses to produce those records to the parties involved in subject litigation. So they're saying pretty much Melly's defense team is refusing to produce those records to the parties. Mr. Lynch, as designated special master in the instant litigation, simply signed off on the form as the agent designated to review discovery in the instant civil matter. So this Mr. Lynch guy is the guy to get discovery to everyone, I think, and review discovery, and Melly's team filed a motion to vacate, something he filed. Mr. Lynch is a mediator by trade. He was appointed by this court as a special master to mediate discovery disputes among the parties. I literally just said that, but in a dumber way. That's incredible. He's not a judge, and there's no prohibition of ex parte communication, nor was there ex parte communication as alleged in defendant's emergency motion. So in Melly's motion, they must have said that there was ex parte meetings between Mr. Lynch and the plaintiff. Candidly, here again, counsel for defendants, Mr. Dyke Cowden, is making a bad faith argument to further delay or obfuscate discovery. I've never seen this word. It is worth noting that
I never have either.
Clients are defendants in both the civil and criminal case, both Dimmons and Henry, while some are supposed to be independent witnesses in both cases, Givens, Withers, and Davis, for instance. As such, there are laws as such exclusionary rule and conflicts of interest which should prohibit witnesses to have unfettered access to defendant Dimmons' criminal investigative file. However, based on Mr. D choosing to overrepresent criminally charged individuals alongside witnesses who don't align with the criminal defendant Dimmons, he needs to handle the terms of his release of public information with the state attorney's office directly. Instead, defendant's counsel, Mr. D, is now claiming conspiracy and making false accusations while coaching some witnesses to refuse to testify against his client. Defendant Jamal Dimmons, who is facing capital murder charges in the criminal cases referenced above. Mr. D coached witness Givens to assert the Fifth Amendment. What? Is there evidence of that? They're saying in the solo deposition that there's evidence of that. You can't do that, right? You can't
that's
tell
crazy.
a witness to assert their Fifth Amendment as a defense lawyer. It's a public records request and an agreement amongst plaintiff's counsel and the state attorney's office to limit.
Bro, where do you get these documents from? Public access?
Is untruthful and frivolous attempt to further.
It's crazy they required to release it to the public.
Prepare this matter for trial.
Ain't that how body cam footage is too?
And this is just a way to delay everything. Defendants seek to object to plaintiffs obtaining records from a Florida state government agency. Defendants have no such standing. Worse yet, defendants seek to object to plaintiffs obtaining records which defendant Dimmons has long possessed and refused to produce in this litigation. Defendant has no such standing. This is yet another attempt to procrastinate, delay, and or seek to postpone defendant Jamie King's deposition in this matter, which is currently set to take place on November 15th for the third time in this litigation. So that was supposed to happen 5 days ago. Sounds like things are getting spicy. This was filed 2 days before there was a proposal for a settlement.
Oh, dang.
So that's interesting. I wonder what the amounts are. Some of these people don't have money. What, are they just going to take money out of each paycheck? They're just witnesses that were in the other car. I'm confused. The sheriff of Broward County has to respond to each paycheck. They're just witnesses that were in the other car. I'm confused. The sheriff of Broward County has to respond to the initial lawsuit and everything and show cause and come into court and tell this judge what's going on.
I wonder how that's gonna go.
Melly could get out. Maybe. I'd say there's like a 5-10% chance. That's my honest guess. But
really, I'll say it's a higher chance.
Take it how you want, boys. I'll make a video if there's another response from the sheriff's office or whatever that happens in court. I love you guys. Hit subscribe.
Yeah, I'm already subscribed. Bro, I'm low-key like... Oh, I'm not subscribed. There you go. Now I am. Bro, I'm thinking it's gonna be a higher chance, bro. Me personally. Like, Melly... He's been in jail for 6 years, bro. Almost 6 years. And they still haven't convicted him in something. Either innocent or guilty. But in the meantime, you're just wasting time. Like, he could be making money doing this. And I'm already knowing, bro. Say he's found innocent, right? They only gonna pay him like $3 million. Like, think of all the money he missed out on, bro. All that time. That's crazy. And you don't know how it's gonna be when he gets out. I think people's gonna listen to him, but you never know. But anyways, appreciate y'all for watching. If you enjoy, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. And then next time we see a video, new news about Melly, we're gonna be reacting to him. So subscribe. Anyways, love y'all, and I'll see y'all on the